Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and this crazy challenge. Today it's Thursday, so we're expecting some natural gas report to be coming up in the next half an hour or so, so just be mindful of that. Apart from that, there is some volatile moves happening as we speak, so let's jump on to the chart and see what the market has got in store for us today. Now, we are directly into natural gas itself. We've been selling off earlier today, but then since then we have broke above the MA. Then we've been uptrending ever since, and then see if that's going to be enough to continue uptrending or will then reverse depending on the report. I'll just open up the live session. So then obviously if you guys have any questions, then I'm here to answer those questions for you. I'll be happy to see if anyone has got any open trades and if you've managed to profit anything from the market as it stands at the moment, or you're just waiting on the report and potentially looking to profit from that report, or let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, let me break down a natural gas where we stand at the moment and how I'll be potentially lining up myself to trade natural gas today. Now, leave alone obviously the break above the moving average. I did miss on that particular break, but that is purely because of my ignorance on the long trades, because natural gas major trend is currently a downtrending. As you can see, we break below the moving average right here. So if I remove that guideline, then we're just trading below the 200 moving average as a guideline at the moment. So if I am to open any trades, I'm potentially looking to short sell natural gas, as that is the major trend of the day, and it's been selling off quite majorly in the early hours of the trading, as you can see here. Now, subject to the report coming out positive or negative, then that will affect the market, and potentially we're looking for any other volatile moves coming up. Now, there was a notification earlier from Bloomerang. It just says that because of the because of the mild winter, the usage of natural gas it's quite low than expected. So hence why we were a short selling earlier. But let's see what the report will bring us. That is in the next half an hour. So just be mindful when you trade natural gas. Now, on to crude oil. It's been kind of a consolidation zone right here, from early mornings to right here where we are at the moment. We're kind of circulating around the 200 moving average at the minute, and that's where we are. Obviously, we made the high of the day, it's 70.46, and then the low of the day, it's about at 69.58 or 69.6, so to speak. Now, the major trend in crude oil is again, it's a descending pattern. We'll continue that short sell, although we're currently approaching some previous supports. We're looking at the daily, so be mindful when you short sell a crude oil, because we may find some support, although it's quite far away, especially if you're an intraday trader, then that will make more sense. But yeah, some sort of support at around $66 per barrel. It's what we expect. Now, if you look at closely, I did open one trade today, and then I made just a little less than £100, and that was a selling crude oil. Like I said, I always kind of go with the trend, and I find that to be more profitable. I did divide my position into thirds, closed the first half, then I closed the other half, and then I closed my last half right here. In the space of 6 minutes, we were able to profit from that particular move, and I'll show you where that was. Right here, I've opened my position. We then gap up slightly and then continue down sell. I've closed one half here. I closed another half here, and then my third half was right here when we reversed off that support, and then we'll continue uptrending from there. It's good I've closed my last third right around here, because we obviously broke the moving average. We find some consolidation area, and then we currently trading around the moving average. So also it is around number of $70 per barrel. You have to really take that into account as being a good support and resistance level, and hence why we're consolidating around that number at the moment, because it is a big support and resistance levels for day traders like me and like yourself as well. Now, that £100 puts me on, give or take, about 3% daily profit, which is amazing. I'm currently trading with yeah, so it is about, yeah, it's about 3%, 90 pounds. Yeah, so 3.5% somewhere there. So I need a little bit more to my daily goal of 4%, and that's what I'm gonna be focusing on to get that final percentage. If I don't, I'm still 100% up for today. Sorry, £100 up or 3%, and that is still pretty good on my leverage 1 to 10. It makes a good profit, really, and then just keep on going with our goal. And the major goal, as you guys already know, for those who are following this channel, it is to hit a 21,273,889 pounds for the next 12 months with a daily profit of 0.4%. With the leverage that becomes 4%. It is very easy, but obviously the more trades you open, the bigger your margin for error. So we're looking to minimize the trades, take advantage of those edges, and then move on to the next edge as that appears. Right here, I can currently see where my edge is. Obviously, it's the moving average, but let's see if we can break above the moving average. If we do, potentially not looking to open up a position, although we have some nice target right here, 70.43, but we'll see if that will happen. But if it happens, again, I'm not going to open up a position because the major trend, it's a short sell, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on. It's short selling crude oil or even natural gas as well, although natural gas doesn't have that opportunity at the moment as my edge is not present. But as soon as we approach the moving average, I'll be following natural gas as well and see for any short selling. I did miss on this particular move. Obviously that happened midnight, at around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock started that big move. Obviously I did wake up, and then that was already gone as an opportunity, although we can argue that I could have entered somewhere here around 7 to 8 o'clock, but it is far from the moving average, so that's why I'm distancing myself from that particular trade, as long as nothing happens in terms of my edge. If my edge is present, I'm taking it. If it's not, I move forward to the next opportunity. Simple as that. Now we're looking at the moment at crude oil, and that is breaking above the moving average like I suggested, but like I said also, I'm not looking to open up a long position on crude oil because we are currently in a downtrending market on the daily, although we may have found some support right here. It's questionable and we're below the moving average, so definitely not a long position for me, focusing on short sell at the moment. And with that thought in mind, I know that I'm restricting myself too much when it comes to trading, but I just want to execute my edge as clean as possible, so then I don't regret about anything what happens on the market. Now I could have entered into a long position here, so to gain that one final percent for the day would have been a great idea, because we're just above the $70 per barrel, has been a good support level. We're breaking above the moving average, but that is not aligning with the major trend, and that is a short sell. So I'm avoiding that kind of situations at the moment, where we're not trading with the market, we're trading against it. And it's always going to be difficult to profit from that kind of a situation, because if anything is to happen, that will be to following the major trend, and then obviously you'll be caught off guard, and you really want to avoid that kind of situations, because I mean the push power or the upward opportunity is not as huge as it stands at the moment. So potentially we're looking at some more downward moves right here, but we're yet to find out whether or not that will happen. Back to natural gas, as that is being a good ticker today, although I haven't really opened any positions on natural gas. It still leaves it as a good ticker, and that's purely because we're currently in a short sell territory just below the moving average right here, and then we'll see if we can break above the moving average, becomes a new support, and then continue uptrending from there. Then obviously I'll be in for a long position, but if we consolidate that moving average right here, then obviously I'll be looking for more short sell positions, as I am at the moment. It's purely because of the major trend, simple as that. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think is going to be the report today? Would that be positive? Would that be negative? We did call yesterday I did call it out as a negative report on crude oil. I never really look into the reports, but it's just the aftermath of the report, and that was a little bit of a short sell, and then things turned and crude oil managed to get back some of his losses for the day. So I'll bet on potentially a negative report, because I did have that news today that natural gas is currently in less demand because of the milder winter we currently face. So just be careful with that and those reports. I will never really have an open trade prior to those reports. I'll always trade after, but never during the reports. So that's where we stand at the moment with natural gas and crude oil. Really, let's see. Like I said, you see, it's not the best of edges onto a long position at the moment, crude oil, because we are in currently a descending pattern. So if I am, like I said, to open a position, that will be a short sell, not a long position on crude oil. It's purely because I don't have the fundamentals to really go on and be with the market or be in the flow of the market. Although we continue push, but let's see if we can break that resistance right here, which we met earlier. So let me circle that up for you. Right here, some resistance levels. So let's see. I mean, there is quite a lot of resistance levels on the way up. So let's see. I mean, although nothing really matters too much when it comes to trading in the now moment, because we're focusing in the last 2 or 3 candles only. What is the past is the past. You cannot repeat the past, because for the past to be repeated, you have to really have each and every individual trader who traded right here to be present in the current market and be also active buying and selling. So it is very difficult always when it comes down to repeat the past or repeating past support and resistance levels. That's why I'm more focusing on trading in every now moment, not looking too much of those support and resistance levels in the past. But to most traders, that means a lot, as some of you guys or anyone out there, it's trading support and resistance levels and looking at those, that we're probably looking to trade those resistance here and the MA being a support. But my edge is different. I'm looking for breaks above and below the moving average. And like I said, although I currently have my edge right here, could have opened a nice long position, it is against the major trend, and the major trend, it is currently a short sell descending pattern all day long. We're currently making lower lows and lower highs, so it is a descending pattern, and I will always trade with the major trend, because the trend is your friend. Simple as that. So I am restricting myself in a long position at the moment with natural gas and crude oil, purely because the major trends are not aligning with my edge. Simple as that. And I will never break my rules purely because I'll be chasing more profits. No, I better be sticking to those rules in the longer term rather than chasing each and every penny I can take, because the more you chase, the more losses you actually gain from the market. It's that simple. That's what I've been trading for the last few years, and that's how I feel it. That's what I've been reading about as well. So just following those major trends, it always gives you that edge over the market, so to speak. Although sometimes I really want to enter into a position against the major trend, I'm restricting myself purely because I have suffered many times in that kind of conditions. So just looking at it, if my edge is not there, obviously I'm not into a trade. But that's not to say if we break below the moving average like we did right here, I'll be then looking to enter into a position, because we got a large support right here at the round number of $70 per barrel. Then if we had to break that, we're looking potentially to test previous supports around 69.58 or 69.6. That's where I've opened my position right here previously. For those who just joined me, I can see you got few people. We're up £100 today. That is 3% on my £3,000, as we're now following and chasing that goal of 21 million over the next 12 months. Sounds ridiculous, but it is quite possible if you profit 4% a day on a consistent basis. I do understand some days you profit more, some days will profit less, but as long as the average is 4%, then over the next 12 months, we are sure to get to that 21 million. Ridiculous, I know. But even if I miss by half, that's still gonna be a 10 million from a £3,000. So it is quite a good goal to follow. And for those of you who are copying my edge, then by all means you can also profit in the same way I do. Right, we're currently meeting some support resistance levels with crude oil, although that may also change in the near future. So let's see how natural gas will react to the report. As I said, the report is going to be in the next 18 minutes, so just be careful when you have open positions. Just want to see who is in the live stream. When you have open positions, just be careful before and after that report coming up in the next 12 to 18 minutes. So as you can see, crude oil is reversing at the moment. A lot of resistance here, so be mindful when you trade crude oil, as that could be quite dangerous long position for you. Natural gas, we have made some gains, like I said, but I'll be purely looking at, first of all, see what the report is, and then if we break below the moving average, I'll be then looking to enter a position because the market is selling off, and then I want a really piece of the pie, right? Of course. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today. It's been a fantastic live session. I have breaking down the natural gas, crude oil, how you can take advantage of the edges the market is presenting to you. I've explained you my edge, how simple that is, aligning yourself with the major trend and everything that follows with it. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic trading day. Be mindful of natural gas report coming up in the next 15 minutes. So don't be caught out guard. Thank you for watching me. I'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place, same tickers. God bless you and have a fantastic day trading.